my mic working? Yes. Just giving. I should have started before I started, but it's starting 7 minutes after I planned to. Is already showing that I'm not going as well as I planned. All right. So a couple things. I added a mod that gives better clouds because the better night skies looked bad when there were like bad clouds. I also finished this. And it works pretty well. I'm getting a lot more honey than I expected, but just to jump down here and show how everything works. Just got piping and some water wheels powering the pumps to draw any honey that gets out, and then put it into the drawer up here. And then the deployers underneath the two honey beehives here that just get dropped down onto these belts that's powered by a motor. And the deployers are powered by this water wheel. And if I need more shear, if the shears happen to break, I can just put more in this barrel here, and they'll get put into the deployer. And then the upper just takes it, uppers, and just take it and put it into the drawer. So it's all relatively simple. I haven't really done much else. Oh, right. I think I should mention the massive move that I moved the big tower into a completely different spot, so it'll be at the right height when we move the when we do the terrain. But I think that's worth a slight mention. I think I don't think it's that big. Now, what were you selling? No, don't you run from me. Stop running. 2 turtle eggs for different prices. Red sand and red dye and a flower I've already got. You're nothing. So, yeah, I completely moved the entire building. I essentially made a blueprint, broke it all down, and then reprinted it. Well, I took all the drawers that weren't that had stuff in them out, and then put all new drawers in. Well, put all the drawers back in, but basically did that. I also did some testing on a lab world to see how this wall would look. It looks good. It looks good. Main issue is that I decided that I was gonna stop trying to like figure out like, all right, how am I gonna light up this whole place, or how am I gonna make slime chunks stop working, or stuff like that. And I just decided to get the Torchmaster mod, so I can just lock off an area, being like, no, nothing is going to spawn here. I'm not spending 20 torches to light up an area. Thankfully, that means that spawner will still work. And it works just really well. I also added a mod that lets me make spore blossoms and then dye the spore blossoms, because I saw what they just did on in 1.21 for uh, firefly bushes, and I'm like, well, damn, that looks nice. Is there a way I can do it? So I have a method. I now have a method to make a spore blossom, and I have a method to make a couple things that I couldn't make from the Dawn of Builders mod. Dawn of Time Builders mod. Uh, all relatively simple recipes. They're all decorative plants. They're not like really like resources. They're all decorative stuff. They're not really like resources, so they're pretty easy to just do. So, plan is to get the walls made, at least the lower wall, lower segment, and then from there, I'm going to start placing either dirt or just using. Nah, I'm not going to use the world builder. But and also when well, I'll get there when I get there. I'll figure it out then. But first is doing the wall. So. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot to connect the. Okay, so I forgot to connect the drawer controller. There. All of these drawers up. Oops, forgot to. Why does the copper block look different? You know, I think I activated a texture pack for create copper and didn't realize or something. It's that, which means it should now work perfectly fine. So if I remember right, we start off with the basalt, so let me grab all the basalt. Nearly all the basalt. Wouldn't matter if I removed all of it, but and then after we make the two separate tiers, I'm gonna start making stuff so we can make the wall that's gonna go around the whole base. Obviously, the wall's gonna get holes punched into it for other reasons, but so is this wall, so it's fine. I need pickaxe for when I screw up. Uh-huh. Actually, I'm gonna do one block at a time. one row at a time. 7, so no. I'm probably gonna have to go through as I go and make sure that I get terrain, I mean, things properly lit up. Actually, I won't. I am going to make the torches first. I'm gonna place everything down, then I'm gonna go through with it, then I'm gonna put the torches around it. Are they on the inside? They're on the inside of the, yeah, they're on the inside of the chunk. I'm gonna skip the slime chunks for now, but I do plan on making those mega torches to cancel out spawning. Wait, I was only gonna do 4 chunks. Dang it! I was gonna do 4 chunks on them. This is what I would need my drill for. Where's my drill? It is going to come up right up against this. Now, I would be using like pattern schematics to do this. But pattern schematics are really hard to set once you set them. So I may just be doing this to line up the pattern schematics I plan to do. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that to line up the pattern schematics I want to look set up. Now the issue with this part is that I'm going to be doing it halfway. Odd. Guess I'm doing it the hard way. Yeah, this would be good to just line things up. Damn, already? I didn't even... Oh, because they're going over a slime chunk. Okay. I see how it is. Oh, dang. So I'm going to need to make a lot more of these. G to bring chunk borders. I need to make one of those torches before it gets night. It's like I will most likely just be planting it there. I can figure out the exact placements later. So I'm definitely going to have to make more of the blocks because that didn't even cover a bit. So I'm going to probably have to make more blocks just to... Oh, I made them go too many blocks, too many chunks. Oh, I also... I don't remember if I did it on stream where I replaced the trumpet trees with oak. Probably, I definitely did because I needed oak for honey, waxed oak. So I just need to bring this line all the way that way. I'm not going to have enough to do that, but I'm going to get close, and then I'm going to make more. I'm going to make a lot more. I need to make the whole barrel, the whole drawer worth of the salt more. So I added the mod, the Torchmaster mod, because I was originally going to use deep dark biome seeds in order to make the island nothing can spawn on it. But if you remember how it looks when you use a biome beam, that for some reason it doesn't evenly change the biome. It makes this noise pattern that if I put a second biome bean on that chunk on this island, it won't change any of the blocks that have already been chosen. It uses some sort of other method than just using the equivalent of an item that does a command. So really unfortunate, because I would have preferred a more thoughtful method than just planting down a mega torch that makes it so no mobs can spawn. But alas. And I looked in the code like, hey, can I like adjust this in some way to make it so it doesn't do that, it doesn't need this? But no, it needs it. It can only do it that way. I could not find in the code where it uses a specific way to do that. I should go over there. I activated that thing that changes the way copper looks. But I think it only makes copper look different. Vanilla copper look different. Yeah, it only makes the vanilla copper look different. In which case, you know, I'm changing that back. Because I'm not a fan. Oh, did I restart the beacon? Yeah, I did. It's just okay. So once they have a mod that gives you that does a backport of the newest changes they just did, like adding the different colored cows and the firefly bushes, as well as there's a change to the beacon that makes it so you see the beacon further. And it renders different. The beam also renders differently. So when I find a mod that does those changes, I'm adding that immediately. And I think if I were to make it work, what I would do is I would have, if you wash, what happens if you wash a dead bush? There is no way to wash a dead bush. So I would wash the dead bush to like rehydrate it so you get the bush. Then if you haunt the bush, you can get firefly bushes. That's how I'd set that up. So I am going to need a lot of the salt. Might as well just take almost the whole. Because I'm probably going to need that much, if not more. Oh, there is also Create Crafts and Additions got a upgrade update, and they added the netherite jetpack, which is much easier to make than the vanilla. Than the modded one that specifically adds the netherite jetpack. Biggest issue is that it first person covers my hand. So I would not be able I would lose the ability to see my Minecraft skin in first person. I am going to hold off on that until I can figure out a way to not have that. Schematic. Wall. I'm not gonna make it go to the corners. I do need to adjust this along the X and Y before I even start. Nope, not that way. I'll have to manually place the hill. I mean the corners, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah. The windmill is also coming down. I don't need the money immediately, so I can hold off on having that. Yeah, I don't need the money right now, so I can hold off on that. But also, it doesn't need to be done right now because I've got a lot of other terrain building to be doing. All right, I'm definitely going to need more of these two, but I want to figure out how much more. Oh, I'm actually good. So I guess I'll just hit play. Well, I go grab some more stone and cobblestone. Yeah. Offset brick. Offset brick. Oh, I could just use these over there. I'll consider changing that. Some cobblestone, maybe not the whole drawer this time because I'm gonna have to worry about the amount of stone I've got. Probably because they're starting with the, oh jeez already. That's it. I guess I better go check on. So if you haven't used the Torchmaster mod lately, they added a little thing that lets you see the range of your torch. So this is essentially blocking out a good portion of the island. But it looks like I'm gonna need at least 6 in order to cover the whole island. But okay, so looks like the range doesn't cover 2 blocks, so I have to go 2 over in order to cover the whole corner. I also need to go like 8 inward. Well, I'll just start making them now while I'm waiting. What? So I need to move 2 out. So 2, and then a couple blocks inward. So even more blocks inward. Yeah, even more blocks inward. I guess I'll just place it back. There, probably. Oh yeah, perfectly. Okay. All right. So the hard part is figuring out. Actually, let me just grab the tape measure. Go to bed first so mobs despawn. But it looks like it's done printing too. So I know I'm gonna need to put them on the outside of the wall. I'm probably gonna have to put them down a block, but fly to the other side over here. I don't like how I just don't see passive mobs anymore. I got that. I never see any fish unless I go over to the mangrove island. I never see any mushrooms. I don't see any cows over here on this island anymore. I don't know what I did. I do not see passive mobs anymore. Okay. So if I'm right, range should be about 60. Okay, 64 blocks from the edge of it. So if I go 64 blocks along this, man, it's hard to see now. That's 58. 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So if I lined it up properly. I also made them 120 blocks. The island is 120 blocks apart. So realistically, if this actually... No, it didn't. Okay. So I am going to need some other places. So what I'm going to do instead is make a third torch and instead place it in such a way that it covers this and then worry about placement of the third torch somewhere else. Kind of wish the tape measure actually had a HUD option. Didn't realize I made the wall exactly line up with the edge of the beehive, but I think that's 64 on the dot. I may be stupid. That's 65. So if I place it right here, then activate the range view on this one. They both go to the edge. Both go to the edge. Okay, so I just need to find the center of this and then place the torch there. Oh, of course it's not uneven. Guess it's time to set up. Since that's done, time to set up one of the right. Honestly, I don't really need the pickaxes anymore. That away. Not all of it, apparently, but you know. It's now right. One thing I wish the pattern schematics did is they kept the pattern you used on them after you use them, even if it doesn't remember the copy that you made, and how many copies you made of it. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. Just... rotate it. I'm gonna move it out a little bit because I'm gonna have to connect the two edges anyway. And then on it. No. No. I think this is the issue with the cloning, is that it can only clone in the direction you originally patterned it. So it can now only clone in this direction. So if I wanted to clone it again, I'd have to get this on a normal blueprint. I'd have to get another blueprint of it facing that way. Then I can copy it. Great. So, you know what? I think I'll just do the other side now. Actually, I'll leave that. I'll print this first, and then I'll print the other side. That way I can get the schematic of it. And it definitely has enough, so. That's definitely printed down. Roughly. Also, so I don't have to make the pattern now. Well, I can make the pattern while this is printing. I'll just hit the other side first. Take that. And then it's part of the cloning. Two more times. Let's go 2 more times. If I have to build it some extra, that's fine. Yeah, 2 more times with the right move. Check I have. Oh. Yep. Away you go. Then I need the schematic and quill so I can make the other side. Though I might have to worry about. I'm gonna grab some torches actually. Not mega torches yet, but I'm gonna grab some torches, and as this goes, I'm gonna place some torches down so that I don't have to worry about anything spawning over here. So things are going to spawn on the wall, so yeah, I might as well just make some torches. First, I'm going to need layout of this one. Yep, already got it. 3 spots, and I already got mobs spawning on it. Why is it only creepers spawning? That's kind of annoying to me specifically. So, not that. This. Not coming to the tree farm and let God sort of. Oh, never mind. Ah, okay. So, need the tape measure again. Actually, I'll just figure it out math-wise. Okay, so this is 128. So if I go in, let me be bad at math for a second, but because I'm pretty sure yeah, it's 64. So if I had in 6 to x64, I should be shutting it off. Shutting any spawning off. 60. And then I just need to fly to the other side real quick to get rid of any spawning that's currently happening. Though there's probably still going to be some spawning because it's not an even. Tape measure out. So I can find roughly the center of this Huh. Why is this one? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As long as everything's lit up, you don't have to worry about it. And then during the day, I can swap these feet. Once I'm done setting these up, I can swap them to be on the ground. Actually, come think of it. Yeah, they're going out into the water quite a bit, which means I could move them inward a bit. Yeah, I should. I still have the tape measure on me. I need to make. Okay, so. Should be about here. One, I need to check if it actually goes to the edge because it doesn't. Not that that'll matter once I build the wall. No, I will. Okay. Down over one. Did I bring it close enough to the edge over here? Oh, wow. Perfect shot. All right. And I don't need to actually, oh, I need to put it back so I can get rid of the. No clue why that caused a jump lag. But, just need to measure the distance between these two, and it doesn't. I can this up. Second, I have to check an email. All right. Good turn that. Let's wait for a moment. And then, oh, I already have a bunch in here. Let's just toss them back into the computer now. Get the schematic of. You know, I could, if I wanted to make the perfect. Mega Torch placement layout. I could use a pattern schematic. But I will instead keep doing what I'm doing. Hill, wall, WE for west east, and save. Wow, really? It's already done. Okay, cool. I think I'm almost already done making the lower wall. Cool. That way, bring up cloning tool. Problem. Check. Yeah, that's way too far. Little too. I'll check on you in a second. Can I? Nope. Well, not sure what OBS was doing there. My internet was perfectly fine. It just decided to stop streaming. I'm only an hour in. I'm not stopping anytime soon, you dumb little program. Wait. No, I've got to do it from this. Which makes it annoying because I can't. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. I might need to break it a couple times. Break one or two of them, but that's actually, I think I have an easier way to do that than even that. I just move it in a block or two like that, or else okay, everything's good there. And I don't even have to check for torches because that's already done. Just gonna check in on this guy. Probably doesn't have anything I want to buy, but you know. Yeah, nothing I'm really up in arms for. crazy thing about that disconnection wasn't dropped frames. It didn't drop a single frame, just disconnected. So, don't know what that's about. You know what? You know, let's do that. Why not? While I'm waiting here, I might as well. Well, I do need a pump. So pump. Right. And a car. Ignore that. I don't know why that happened. Up, right there, up there. Go up. And down like that. Close one. Would have been a little annoying to clean that up, but oh, it's making stone instead for some reason, which is decidedly not the plan. I think I would have to have water and lava mixing at the same spot at the same time as source blocks. I guess it's not doing a whole block at a time, but also I think there's a better way to make it safe. Just washing magma blocks seems easy. Seems easy enough. Magma blocks can be made by green or bulk sealing netherrack. Netherrack. Let me just re-follow the process. Netherrack can be made if you haunt basalt. So if I just make a building that generates basalt, pushes it through a haunter until it gets turned into netherrack, and then have the netherrack get haunted into magma blocks, then gets washed into obsidian, we're all set. Oh, it could also be sanded from more magma blocks, but I don't think that'll be helpful. So I think we'll go with the basalt to netherrack to magma blocks to washing. I feel like it's nearly done. It kind of looks like a tree from this angle now, but oh, you know what? I should also grab some so I can stitch the corner together now. Seems some monsters still spawning, so I should get this side done. Mega torches once it gets day out. I think that I have completely different numbers for the three of them, but I'll go sleep so I can sit down and do mega torches on. Honestly, I'll do it on the south side first because I at least have most of it lit up on the west side. Once the north side is done, that will be the next place to do it, since there's nowhere else to do it. So, I wonder how many mega torches I got in me. So, simplest way to do this, check the coordinate of this one, negative 81. Move it in a little bit. There-ish? No. There-ish. Because I place it not in the right one. Okay, even more. There. Just one block or two? Two. Two. Oh, actually needs to be one in. That's fine. Now I need to turn on both of these so I can get a good center. Also, I did also plan to use the biome bean to make the oceans not constantly spawning drowned, but it also doesn't quite work as well as I'd hoped. So hidden megatorches under a layer of sand or dirt it is. I need to take measure again. So on 81. Is this side taken care of? And I should check the center. Not something I need to worry about right now. But I should. Because there's probably going to be like a center area that's just not quite as well covered. I'm also going to place okay, yeah, it looks like there's going to be a small... Oh, did I not activate that one? It's like there's going to be a small area in the center that it doesn't work in. I could put a mob farm in this spot. It's close enough to spawn chunks that it would basically constantly be spawning. But it's on mostly slime chunks, so I'm not too interested in that. So I'll just put a mega torch somewhere in the center. Now, might as well just make that last mega torch now. I was worried about running out of gold, I'll be honest. And I might as well just be like... Doesn't really matter. Done. Probably gonna need to make more. This. And it out a couple. Allow me to. No, not far enough. Not near. It's probably too much, but I'd rather... Oh, you know what? I just realized it'll be perfectly fine. Layout, overlay. Yep. This out, and... Okay, so I need quite a bit more offset cobblestone and stone. Looks like I'm good on basalt though, so that's nice. Check that. So I need 6.5 stacks of cobblestone and 2 stacks of stone. Over there. While I'm heading my way back, I'll turn off overlays. Torches. Which now means I have demobbed my island, which means I can get rid of all these stone platforms. Which, yay, I didn't want to go through the process of replacing them all or stuff like that. Is that all? Online? Yeah, that's all. Okay. I'm gonna need to patch holes, so I might as well grab way more than I need. Well, less patch holes, more fill gaps. And how much basalt did I need? Okay, so I'm probably gonna need to make another stack, 2 stacks of basalt. Offset, offset, crap. While that's printing, I'll go finish up the corners. I could be using the fine wood stairs on the blueprint, but I definitely don't have enough for that right now. And I'd rather shop around to see if there's other blocks that would fit it better. And I also need the blueprint, the fine wood for the walls. So I'm gonna hold off on those. I forgot that I need the actual blocks if I'm going to be. And I also need to remember to put that back. So I should keep it because I'm gonna need to keep using it. I make the second layer, but Also, could just take all the torches off the walls now too. It's, you didn't really need to keep them in the blueprint, but that's that corner fit. That would just leave this. Why is it night literally all the time? And why is it raining all the time? Did I start some like wet season in this world or something? I'm gonna top this so bad. Might pull the Voices of the Void thing and put like fan art of characters that I like in the main house and put like a little plaque next to it saying like the art, it's linked it with a the credit to the artist. But okay, I think yeah, that would just leave me. I can go through it and break my magnet. That is barring side that's currently printing and the many torches around here that I plan to clean up. That would be the main wall. Well, the first tier wall. Let's see. Once I get that second one in, it's gonna look real good. Also, just move this windmill down, even if I don't keep it. Piston. Honestly, that's fine. Void upgrade on this? Yes. Okay, now I just need to pick where the second one is going to go. I guess I didn't grab all the... Yeah, I didn't grab all this stuff. All four sides are done, and they're all linked up. Definitely can get more, but for now. Okay, so I was gonna have the south side be short, and good to see that me breaking the bed stopped the villager spawning. That's good. Gonna need to completely rebuild that at some point because that was before I planned for the Japanese aesthetic. So, well, more completely rebuild it and then, well, completely dismantle it and then rebuild a completely different one so I can just dump the food they need in there and then I get one villager at a time. Oh, I forgot to lock the drawers. Um, so where did the... I think the... No. Where's the pipes then? It looks like everything else went where it's supposed to, but... That's all. Okay, so I was gonna have it two this way, so, and then three on all the other sides. So if I pattern it, no, wrong, wrong, wrong direction, then left to this side. And place it at this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that would leave two there and three here, so just move it X coordinate a little bit. That. Move it up quite a bit. Scaffolding. I'm gonna need 12. lines up with the lower wall. That way I'm not actually have an easier way to test if I actually grab the right amount, but because if it meets the edge, okay. So if I make trying to grapple a thing that doesn't exist yet. Oh, good, good, good. Oh, not that way. Not that way. Not, not that way. Far too far, far too far. No. Why? Why? I feel like there's better controls that this thing could have, honestly. It's like it's pretty close to perfect, which is fine enough because I'm gonna probably make a square as the basalt again. This in, this on. Okay, so I need three more stacks of basalt and 2 more stacks of stone. I should just grab a bunch. I'm gonna need a bunch. And not just for this section of the wall. Right. That's everything's good. That's it. I'm running low on gunpowder. Not, I could just process some zinc, but I'm probably fine on gunpowder, honestly. Uh, 1 minute. 1 minute. All right. Had to deal with something that popped up. Looks like I printed while I was waiting. So I can place it. I forgot to grab this. I don't, I don't know which side this is, but I'll figure it out. Okay, it's the. That's fine. Same height? No. But I'll move it in a little bit. Fine. That's just that's close. Good on basalt, but I need a couple stacks of everything else. The offset broke. There. While that's printing out, get rid of the torches on this part of the wall. And that's pretty. Anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot of red colored wood. And that requires the dye table. In order to get... No, wait. Can I just... Okay, I can dye stripped wood. Can I dye... I think it has to be stripped wood. Does it have to... Okay. As long as it's wood, it can be turned into dye wood. Got it. So that's not going to be too bad. I can actually just do that while I wait for these to finish. 5K. And then head over to farm. Some beetroot. Dyeing. While I do this, I should put these crushing wheels so I can get a lot of dye. Dye. And toss the seeds in there just to get rid of them. Here. Gonna need more dye, but yeah, gonna need more dye. But honestly, this is gonna be a lot of what anyway, so it's like this side's done, so I just need to that's there, so uh, honestly, if I just match it Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Then line it up. That. That. So the top corner lines up. Now I can line up to the wall so I can see it easy. So I can, no wait, I have to be on the opposite side because it wants to be a pain in the ass. It really wants to be a pain in the ass. Couple more times, probably. One more time. Number. That's good. Chunk border. And then it's just this wall, and I am done making the wall part of the terrain changes. Oh, this broke. Let's use the magnet for it. Oh, I forgot to grab more paper. Just what I went over there for. exact amount I needed. Finish off this corner then. These in there. Don't need those. I don't think that's the same. Okay, that's close enough, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna look nice once I get like a lot of buildings in. Especially once I get the walls in. Check how it's gonna kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like with the wall. It's gonna look good. So I think instead of having stairs along the wall that you can use to get up to the different areas, mostly because I don't want to try to figure out the stairs on multiple sides of them. I think I'm just gonna use a I think I'm just gonna make a elevator that runs between all the different floors. Oh, never grabbed the stone that I definitely gonna have to make a lot of it this last wall shot, but this one is gonna have to be normal hill wall. He's being that way again. That's not Aether config. What kind of stellar view config? Okay. I seem to have also taken some screenshots. On the X and Y axis. Slightly. Is that perfectly on? Then it's just the cloning tool, and then I'll have made the most significant change to a Superflat since doing the wall change, which you know, fair. I mean, since the water, which you know, I think the average person that plays on Superflat doesn't make a 2,000 by 2,000 lake to build their base in. But I'm built different. It's like looking at my map slowed my game down for a minute there. Don't need to chunk. Okay, now that. Yeah, that's fine. Put that in. Check this. The basalt is probably fine. Yeah, but I need a couple stacks of cobblestone still. Yes. Uh-huh. Would you like to explain when you're yelling at me? Or would you just like to keep yelling at me? Yeah. I have words for whatever cat taught you to meow. It's for the first 8 years of your life, you never knew how to meow. And all of a sudden, I moved here, and you know how to scream at the top of your lungs. He used to only be able to do like little. Now he can yell at me for no reason. Set brick. All offset. Brick. Keep hitting the check mark instead of play, but you know. How's the honey farm looking? Bee farm, really. Only 64? Really? I need to check on my bees. I lost bees? No, still got bees. Probably because because it's been dark so much and raining so much. Just on my lap, but why do you yell at me again? Huh? You jumped out from my lap. Might get a mod that makes it nights and days longer. It's getting. I think I've played the game more at night than I have during the day. The fact that I've only gotten one honeycomb since that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go back and check because that doesn't make sense. If I had 63 and I just got 64, because you get them in groups of 3. So is there some sort of something not working properly down here? Uh-huh. For some reason, it's not working properly down here. Odd. Puller upgrade. Do I have a puller? No. Only got to push it. So. These. Yeah. Just slap it on there to make sure it pull it from down. That way, get a bit better results out of that. All the way down. No, I must have picked it up without it once. Yeah, I said it in a YouTube VOD description, but I would like to name this simply because, but it's not like I named the other main base, the other big base that I've made before. So it's not like that'd be a huge thing, but I also don't speak Japanese. So I don't want to be one of those people that gets like some hiragana tattooed on my bicep and instead of it meaning like power, it means like from the bottom or something. Okay, I can spread these. These are all done, so I can match these up. Probably gonna need to grab more. Oh, looks like the whole wall is done too. All 4 corners. Well, so set, and then definitely gonna need to make some more cobblestone. Probably not like a whole, probably just a whole stack will do. Stacks because I have a drawer already assigned to this stuff. So. Offset. And then before I start putting the dirt for the next one in, for the layers in, I'm gonna clean up all these terrible looking squares. Could also move the biplane out of lower section and well inner wall and put it into the at least on the outside area. I'll probably put the hanger for this and the worship down into the uh, down on the inside of the wall. But all right, that is that. Check how much space I have for. Okay, so I'm probably gonna need to put a copper upgrade on that. Now I can just go through the process of cleaning all these things out. And thankfully, I have a drill. Actually, do I have a vein mine pickaxe? I have this one, but do I have a... I've got this. Let's see how good it is. I can just put mending on it. Okay, that would be really good. I'm gonna put mending on this. It's already got unbreaking on it, right? No, that's a bit efficiency. So let's put unbreaking and mending on this. It's already got mending. So get unbreaking, not unbreading. That's what people do when they don't like fried chicken that much. They just peel the breading off. Oh, this is already unbreaking. It's a little bit more experience. Then I just needed. Do I have a magnet upgrade for my backpack at all? No, I do have a backpack with a magnet upgrade though. This one. Did need some of that on there, so stack it back. Probably gonna get rid of that at some point, but I've got a lot more plans to deal with first. all that I'm worrying about there. And hey, I won't need to worry about having water in that area either, so I can take all that out. Repair this before it breaks and it wastes a decent amount of my time. I don't want to lay the relay anymore. Oh, guess I had some pot soul from when I was growing some spruce trees. Decent amount. If I need to, I can bring the experience drawer over to the Wither Skeleton Farm and restock it. It doesn't just break the wall. It does. I'm ready, but hoping it doesn't. Hoping it. Okay, it does keep the right block. Don't use well, no, because I got a mod that let me breed fish, and I am expressly going to use that mod so I can breed fish to go out in the oceans and in ponds, because the only fish that spawn being koi fish right now and glow squid is a little annoying. Last one, and then go recharge it. Actually, you know what? That might be a good idea. Perfect timing to do this. Mending Charm. So, Mending Charm is an experience sheet, which you get. Okay, so how many nuggets of experience do I have? 5. I have a feeling I'm gonna need more than that. Just a thought. So, quickest way to get some. Crushing raw ore. So, one. Well, I guess we'll go grab some crimson. Well, wait. Actually, since I just used a bunch of basalt, I mean, not basalt, a bunch of gunpowder, I should do azurine instead. All that, and I get one stack of crushed raw zinc. Alright. So, plant. Oh, wait, this is actually the one it wouldn't have been good on. So, I guess I do gotta get some. I just used a bunch of gold, so actually, let me get some more cam. Orchum? Okra. Like the raisin. Let's see. That's it. But oh wow, I just didn't put any away. So if I this, oh, probably because I didn't put any of that in the filter. Now, if I infesting stone just the okay. I was hoping to see like if I used infested stone, it would turn it into experience in cobblestone. Would have been perfect. Alas. So crush this. Name charm. So I need 20 nuggets of experience. Which is, you know what? I think that's well and good. Just and then the rose quartz sheet. How much rose quartz do I have anyway? 3. know how this thing works. Let's check. Prepare item in your second hand or in your armor slots. Enchant with the mending enchant. The mending room will take XP from your experience bar to repair items. Okay, it needs to be my main hand to work. So, it's got mending. Does this work? Let me just. Oh shit, a rib trim. Cool. I've sworn I've gotten one already, but I think I downloaded a mod that. Oh. It may be silly, but either way, that still helps me. If I remember right, I have at some point downloaded a mod that makes trims drop from specific enemies, specifically so you can get some trims and superflats. Okay, it's working now. Don't know why it wasn't working before, but cool. Means I can also get rid of the wall around the edge once I get everything this all done anyway. That means I don't need this everywhere. So I will need it for this part of the farm, so I'll leave that. Yep, that's all of it. Okay, so how many more spots do I have left? Just looks like stuff in the upper area. And then I'm free from these diamond-colored squares forever. Oh shit. With this much left, I wouldn't have bothered making another pickaxe. I would have just used the drill. Now I don't have to plan roads around chunk lines. I can just make them. And I think that's everything. I'm clean. Just put this in tools with the rest of the tools. And then go through the process of taking. I have an upgrade in it. Does not have a pulling. If I gave it one then. That and yeah. Then I can go through the process of cleaning up all the torches, which is going to be a long one. However, it'll be worth it. So pop that on there. Pop that on there. Just all right. Just give that a little bit, and it'll all be cleared up. What? That's probably way too many, but I'll be able to use some of them for other stuff. So let me just. Oh, they added Snifferin support for them for creative containers. Just all that in there. Gonna try to keep them separate. So ashen saplings, torch flower seeds, glow bar, spindle fern seeds, snifferberry seeds, bulb seeds, blue plant, Spindle. Spine flower. Club moss. And amber. Now things that have just been building up since I have for like a month can finally get cleaned up. It can now be easily accessed. I just need to come over here every like month or so of playing the game and load it back in and refill it. Well, empty the. Though realistically, I could also take the drawers. Though I don't. I think the collection upgrade has a range to it, so I think it only works if things touch it. So I don't think it would work if everything's just dropping randomly. Honestly, I might just move that whole thing over to where the other farms are, so I can keep the inner area for other stuff. The sniffer stuff is all going to get moved at some point. I don't really need a farm that has one of every sheep. So I'm not going to worry about it. If I need wool, I can make it. So I'm more concerned about having dye. Realistically, I don't really need any livestock. Except one cow, so I can make milk, and that's it. So, I think I'm going to start off with taking all the torches out. And then I can start. You know what? That's really fucking tedious. Instead, I'm going to plan for making more of the wall. Oh. No, I still have the schematic in there. So wall continue. This way. Move it that way. And oh, no, not like that. Not like that again. I can already tell which way it went. Not that way. Obviously, I'm going to put like gates and towers along the wall, but this is also probably going to be the most complicated part of the wall. I need it a couple more times. Yeah. Nope. Not like that. Not like that. Three should be good. Yeah, that basically gets it right on the edge. But I do want it directly on the edge. But I don't care. So, it's definitely going to need a lot. So need stack and a half of dark oak. Just for this half of the wall, so making more is not going to be a problem. And it is center cut. Give that its own drawer. 152, so 2.5 stacks of copycat. Copycat what's steps. So I'm definitely going to need some. It was definitely good that I made more zinc. Step. And that's well enough. $296 dark oak shoji wall 2x3. Okay, so 2x3 dark. How many stacks? 4 and 40. 2, 3, 4, and another stack. Cool. Had plenty. Let me just wipe it properly. $11, 12 stacks of deep slate brick. Now, what kind of deep slate is that? Edged deep slate brick. So is that, am I gonna have to cook all this? Where is it? Am I missing it? Yes, I'm gonna have to cook all of it. And I need 12 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to take a bit, so I can move on to the next thing, which is fine wood, and I need a stack of that. Well, 2 stacks of it. So grab me the honeycomb. All right. Those both away. All right, so that's the fine wood. So I just need 36 glowing glowstone, which I definitely don't have that much glowstone. But I do have that much redstone. And redstone, if you want it, becomes glowstone. So I just grab 4 stacks of redstone. I'm getting better at knowing where things are again, now that I've got the walls up. So just kind of want this. edge. By the time I get back to this, it will be... So just do that. Still got to go on the deep slate, so gravel bricks. I'm gonna need a lot of stone too. More stone than the amount of stone I've got in there. So I'm gonna have to make a stone drawer in there and then also put a copper upgrade on it. Stone brick arrow slits, which I do not remember how to make. This will be a good time to learn. So I'm going to have to make a lot of stone stuff. So. Oh, huh? How did I bring it down that much? Oh wait, no, it's not brought down much at all. So I only need 16 more stone. A lot more stone bricks, and a lot more stone tiles. And for some reason I need to include super glue. Okay. What if I just don't include the super glue? Hot take. You know. Probably because I technically glued them together in order to move it one time. $16 in there. Oh, I actually needed 20 more if I want. Odd. Another stack. Oh, looks like all the deep slate's done. Throw it in the cube. I just need 84 stone brick arrow slit. So if I type arrow slit, it should just bring that right up. Which, unfortunately, is not easily correctable. Now I need 80. So I need 2 stacks of this. This, so I can make, go like this. No, it goes like this. Right? I think I need 80 something. 84, which is 1 in the stack. Which means I need more slabs. Well, kind of. It's done. I think it's going to be the tinkering or the velocity. And blowing the lights down. So I think it'll just be a couple things left. Get that started, and then I'm probably just going to end stream at that point. Because did more than I expected today, and after this, the only thing I'll really have left is just cleaning out all the torches, and I'm not gonna just have you guys sit here and watch me pick up probably about 300 torches from around here. Yes. Just 3 stacks of Asian red bridge, 415 stone brick, and 100. Okay, so I need more stone. More stone, yay! I should add upgrades to these drawers at this actually, but how many stone bricks? 415. That's 6. That's 6.5 stacks. 6 stacks. Because I'm probably. I'll make the stairs first because the chances that I'll need to use stone brick to make the stairs is pretty high. Brick compact stairs. If I type in compact stairs. Oh, good, I can use a stone pick. Alright, so that means I only need 3 stacks. That. it occurs to me I can just do this. Yay. Is it slightly slower? Yes. Is it going to give me the exact results I need and I don't have to think? Also, yes. So, other things I'm going to need are gravel bricks. So, I need 12 stacks of cobblestone. So, the gravel. And make it all gravel brick. How many stairs? 2.5 stacks. Okay. A little odd, but alright. I just need the right amount of stone brick and waiting to get the gravel that I need, which is probably almost already done too. Yeah. Right. Now can I just use stone cutter for this? No, but I can make Zen gravel, which I'm assuming is part of one of the. I instead not use the computer for this and use my backpacks. I think I'm gonna have to put an upgrade on the gravel drawer, gravel brick drawer, but I don't. Alright. I thought that was with the amount that I had, so, And I have a stone brick one? No, just the wall. Recheck. Okay, so I need 2 more stacks of stone brick. This is only one wall's worth. This is not even both walls worth. And I need to make a lot of Asian bridge. Like a lot. But double check, make sure it's just the bridge that I need to make. Cool. So can't make it with the wood cutter, but I can make some of it with the wood cutter. It's a bunch of spruce. How much red dye do I have? Enough. Let me grab it, actually. I'll have to make more later, but you know. Every day I'm tempted to download the create estrogen mod entirely for the item that you can get that just completely negates all fall damage. I need slats, which that's a lot, but you know, some fences, and I'm gonna make 2 stacks of fences. Probably should have made more red dye, but at this point, so just this, and that, and then just put the dye in, and that is probably plenty. What should I need? Because I have a feeling that is like double the amount I needed. Yeah, it's a little bit more than I needed, but I'll need more later. So yeah, there. And I might as well just make more. So let me go get some more beetroot. We'll just grab. I got the 3 stacks. Grab them all down. Just dump all this on. Yeah, we have everything we need. Double check we have everything we need except glue. Now that is just going to take a while. So while that happens, I'm going to get my pickaxe, my vein mining pickaxe back out, along with my mending charm. Go grab some more experience. Start cleaning out the wall along. Actually, I should get to sleep first up. I don't have drones trying to shoot me while I'm doing it. So the wall's not going to get that high enough up. Oh, I also need that backpack again. Cool. And I don't need to place it back down. Oh, wow. All right. And so it bases it on a number, not on a distance. Cool. That'll make this easy, I guess. Then I might put some mega torches in the corners. Stop some, well, along the edge to stop some drones spawning super close. But not what I'm worried about at the moment. So the tedium things that I'm probably going to do off stream are putting dirt on the between the roofs, and probably printing the rest of the wall around the outside and cleaning up the torches. Do anything with all these stone walls? Bridge supports, more of these kinds of lampposts, these kinds of bridges, these kinds of bridges, crushing it down to cobblestone, or turning into endstone. Those are options, I guess. Wow, really just cleaned up the whole thing that quick. If only the torches were going to be that quick. Yeah, that's not too bad. This. Put the backpack in front of the drawer for that. Get pulling upgrade. You can't even see it yet. It's not even a quarter of the way done. It's at least getting close to matching the edge of the water. I'm gonna call it sea level. You know, if I were smart, what I could do is I could have multiple schematic cannons going at once, so I can just have multiple schematics being printed. But honestly, I don't really need it that bad. Uh, I'll look up some ways I can have the nether, the snipper farm there. I'm probably gonna move the nether portal up. How easy would it be to move up? Is it like right on the edge of the wall? Would I be able to just set it into the wall? I would. I would be able to do that. I could just lift it up and then have it set into the wall like that. That would probably be the best look. And I'm probably... I don't know what I'm going to do with all this space yet. But when I get there, I know I'm going to have a lot of space. And I'm going to be annoyed that I don't have enough space. Because let me tell you one thing. This thing is almost as big as the base I'm currently building. And it doesn't have create. And every so often I have to go, dang, I don't have enough space, do I? But I think I'm just gonna leave it off here. Uh, don't think I don't think GB is streaming for like a half hour. So don't really have anything else to do for the next couple minutes to occupy that time. So, and you know what? Putting Myelite behind the nether portal like that would look pretty nice. So I think I will be doing that. And then I also have to consider like the interior of this area if I decide to use it that much. Which, to be perfectly honest, I probably will. Probably use it a little bit. But that's going to be a bigger undertaking than the rest of everything else. How far along am I? Not even half. Wish you could hover over it and it'd give you a percentage. But the schematic cannon and create is kind of probably one of the more looked over things in Create. So. But I'm gonna have like, I didn't mean for the short side to be the side towards the north. South. No, this is the south. This is the side I wanted to be on. Yay, we're placing down the fine wood now. But I'm gonna have probably the train stations are probably gonna be along the walls and stuff along the back line. I might move the farms inside. That way I don't have to worry about that. But hell, I might have it so like some trains just arch up over the wall and then go along the inner wall uh, for their stations and stuff. But again, that's all stuff that can be figured out at some other point that isn't now. Right. So before I go, I should consult. I did the bigger apiary. I did the raised areas. I'm currently working on the outer wall. The slime farm, I can do that without killing slimes, so I don't think I will. I can do that with wheat and lime dye. So I'm pretty sure I can do that without having to have a slime. I should make, once I get that slime factory going, I can make some asphalt. Make an asphalt building. Main house, track work garage, obsidian generator is going to be a little bit harder than I thought it'd be. The amethyst farm is going to be mostly tinkering off stream to figure out the best timings for breaking the obsidian crystal, obsidian cluster, amethyst clusters off. The spider farm, I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't have to look that up. Then the vague ideas like the villager island and the ancient city farm, which I guess that rules out me needing to make the farms, keep the farms here. I'll be able to just move them. But that is probably going to be the one that requires the most amount of. Actually, no, the villager island is also going to require. And then I guess I pick a spot. I'll probably just pick it at 0, 0 to have the elevator. And it's basically centered on this, so if I just realized I made it so the north side has an extra chunk to its wall, but the upper one has an extra chunk to the south. It has less chunks to the south. So I essentially made it centered, just staggered centered. Yeah, see, I essentially made it centered, but staggered centered. How close are you? Not even halfway. So I am gonna end it here. I'm gonna leave this printing for a bit, and then I'll probably just do other stuff for the rest of the night. But thank you for coming, and I will stream when I remember I exist. I don't know. Bye bye.